I mean, the internet is a very vast,
Huge,
deep thing that I don't even know
big.
where it is. Isn't it crazy? We're all on a thing that we don't know where it's at.
Hello.
Where's the internet? People are watching this on the internet.
That's the craziest part.
You open up a computer and the internet's inside. It's crazy.
I love it.
Because the internet, we don't know where she is, but she's crazy.
Get this. I write in there. I was like, I hope the words
I write in there.
I write in there.
I
write in there. With my hand. I said, I hope the words on this page last longer than the videos on my TikTok account. Then TikTok gets fucking deleted before the book comes out.
But for what, 24 hours, 23
I thought I was writing like Romeo and Juliet being like, when this app inevitably leaves us in 100 years. No, bitch, it left and we might have 90 days if we're lucky. So I was like, wow, this is either going to be like a nostalgia read where I reference TikTok multiple times, or people are going to be like, we don't know what that is. That's fine now.
Spring is all about finding your perfect match, and I'm not just talking about love. If dating apps have you stressed, let's talk about a pairing that never lets you down. Panera's You Pick Two. Whatever you're looking for, Panera Bread and DoorDash are teaming up to help you find your perfect match. Mix and match two favorites like half a salad, half a sandwich, or a cozy cup of soup from their menu. With over 800 combos, your one true lunch is easier to find than a decent date. Here's the move. Open the DoorDash app, your go-to food delivery app, search Panera Bread, and let the You Pick Two menu do the heavy lifting. Broccoli cheddar soup with a Fuji apple salad, a turkey avocado BLT with a side of mac and cheese. Yes, please. And with delivery powered by DoorDash, your perfect combo shows up faster than a booty call. Get 20% off your Panera You Pick Two order on DoorDash with code TRUELUNCH. Terms apply. For full terms, go to the Panera store page on DoorDash. Skip the dating app roulette. With 800 combos, Panera and DoorDash guarantee a match made in lunch heaven. Ooh, baby, welcome to another episode of Why Won't You Date Me, a podcast where me, Nicole Byer, was trying to figure out why I was so single, even though you could come in a sheet and tell me they're sugar cookies. My guest today is an iconic actress, comedian, and content creator known for her viral TikTok series, Days of Girlhood. She was recently named to Forbes 30 Under 30 list. Her new book, Paper Doll, Notes from a Late Bloomer, is out now. It's Dylan Mulvaney!
Hey!
Did I fix it or did I break it more?
You broke it actually more. Everyone, for our listeners out there, I bought this thing off the TikTok shop called, what's this called?
It's a tag attacher.
It's a tag, but it's got a fun little name to it. It's like Snippy something, but it's the off-brand one. I didn't get the good one, and my dress I got off Nuuly. Do you ever do those rental sites?
Yes, I do Nuuly.
I usually love Nuuly, but you never know what. And this one's missing a button right at the boobs.
Yeah, sometimes they'll send you stuff that's been worn to a nub.
Well, sometimes they send you the woman that came in the last outfit. I mean, I feel like they're just delivering them with them at this point.
I can't believe I broke this more. Dylan, I'm very sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, it's real broken.
It's like, it got crazy somehow.
Uh-oh.
But that's okay. I think that this offers a little bit of seduction in what is a very Amish-looking dress.
It is a little Amish, but I'm into it.
Well, I tried the cunt thing for like a year or so, and I wasn't very good at it.
What do you mean you weren't good at it?
You can put me in like a little Mugler kind of bralette situation. Sure. I'm still a cringe musical theater girl at heart.
How'd you get into musical theater?
Honey, I saw The Grinch Who Stole Christmas at the Old Globe Theater in San Diego when I was 3 years old. And I said, that's what I'm going to do one day. And I did it. Can we talk about something?
Sure.
Why didn't you see Wicked yet?
Why didn't I see Wicked? I don't know. I'm in a run of seeing sequels and the second movie of things.
Okay.
And I think that's a more fun way to live. I also like to not be in on it.
But it's so good, honey.
I've seen the play.
I've seen the play 13 times, and now I've seen the movie 6.
That's a lot.
I love it.
It's wild that you've seen the play more. I know the play's been out longer, but movies are easier to see.
And I think I would do just about anything to get into a Broadway theater to see Wicked, the musical.
You can fly to New York.
Yeah.
It's still there.
It's still going in a few places. Thank God.
Wait, so you were in the national tour of Book of Mormon?
I was.
For how long?
I was in it from 2019 up until the pandemic, and we were playing at Los Angeles in the Amundsen. And I thought, I knew I was in the wrong body, but I was like, this is pretty good. Like if this is how I have to do boyhood, then I'm down, because I was in a big cast tapping every single night and making people laugh. And that was the best feeling. And then I moved back down to San Diego with my dad. And I was like, okay, it's time to start my transition, because there was nothing else to do, right?
Yeah, sure.
That's all naturally. It's like it's either you bake bread or you transition.
I chose to bake bread.
And I'm
just kidding. No, but no.
No, you did, didn't you?
Yes,
did I nail it?
Because I didn't transition. You only gave 2 options.
And thank God.
But I didn't make any bread, so I guess I got to transition.
That's it. There we go.
Wait, so when you were on tour, were people horny?
Oh,
Did y'all
my God.
fuck each other?
That's okay. I'm glad you brought something up. I did not have sex with one person as I was touring the country. And there were people in my cast that were doing it. I was never one for Grindr. I think that I'm a very emotional lover.
Okay.
And I get connected really fast. And I'm also notoriously can only get laid when I'm outside of this country.
Okay.
So I remember I was doing Book of Mormon. We had 3 weeks off. And the last time I had sex in my previous body was in Australia on Christmas Eve.
Down under.
Down under, honey. He was great.
Oh, no, was he?
He was great. Think of him fondly.
Do you still talk to him?
God, no.
Okay, fair.
I think that was the last Grindr hookup of them all. 2020.
2020.
Oh no, 2019.
Wow. You stopped Grindr before the pandemic?
Yeah, or did you start recently?
I'm on Grindr now, currently. No,
and
I'm
that's
kidding.
the transition.
I wish. But I don't think anybody wants me on Grindr.
I almost went, I was on a gay cruise last week, headlining a gay cruise, and I almost downloaded it because obviously we're in the sea and anything goes, starring Patti LuPone.
Yes. And, Maritime Law, starring me.
Right. And then I did think I was like, I could just maybe not put my face. And then I was like, well, I'm one of 3 women on this ship, let alone the one trans woman. So I'm pretty sure
they'll suss it out.
They could get it figured out pretty quickly.
Wait, why were you on a gay cruise? And how long was this cruise?
It was supposed to be 9 days.
Oh.
I made it 4.
Okay.
I headlined. I put a show together in 3 days. I got the call and I whipped it out. And it was, I think, the most healing experience I've ever had because no one wanted to fuck me.
Why was that healing?
Because
that would be my worst nightmare.
How gender affirming to have a hot crowd of gay men that are just going at it with each other, not a sound being made other than that. And they didn't even, I was a ghost on that ship.
They were like, we don't want you.
We don't want you. And I said, thank you. You ever fall in love with a gay man?
All the time.
Same.
All the time.
So tricky.
In high school, all of my male friends were gay men. Now, most of my male friends are gay men.
And I think we always want what we can't have. And I didn't know how lucky I was before I transitioned to get to experience, someone that wants to talk about housewives after sex. And now I don't have that, unfortunately.
Yeah, but you could find a partner who wants to talk about housewives.
That's fair, but that then other things go out the window that I might be looking for.
Like
if that's
what?
my only thing.
But when you date somebody, I feel like the most fun part about dating is being like, hey, can we do this thing that you have no interest in, but you'll do it because you like me? I'm seeing Ghost with my boyfriend tomorrow. He doesn't want to see Ghost, but he knows I love Ghost. We're seeing it in theaters.
It's a movie?
Are you kidding?
What is that?
Ghost?
Bitch, you did not see Wicked.
Yeah, but Ghost? Demi Moore? Patrick Swayze? Whoopi Goldberg?
An
winning
oldie
her
but a
Oscar?
goodie. I'm
Yes,
thinking
from
I'm like,
1990.
what Marvel is this?
No, not Marvel. No, I'm not bringing my boyfriend to a Marvel movie.
Well,
my God.
I was going to say, I was like, was it really that much of a shift to try to get him to go see this Ghost show?
I mean,
with
he
cars
doesn't really like Marvel, so it would be.
Okay, it would be.
Yes.
Okay, fair.
No, we're seeing I call it a romantic comedy, but apparently it's a thriller. We're seeing that tomorrow. He doesn't care about that, but he's going to have a nice time. He's going to smile, and I'm going to look at him, and I'm going to cry. And I'm like, oh my God. Yeah. And then we're going to talk about it after. He doesn't want to do any of that. But
he'll do. See, I haven't reached that point in a relationship yet. I've still been in I have to wear fake eyelashes, and when you wake up, I've already put new ones on kind of situation.
Whoa, I've never tried that hard.
Oh, honey. You've never been a trans woman.
No.
It's rough out in these streets.
Well, I mean, I've slept in lashes. I've slept in a wig.
But not post-sex.
What do you like?
Like this is a perfect illusion. I mean, there is definitely there's some mystery that I'd like to keep alive for a certain amount of time, but it never lasts that long.
I mean, if I'm just like hooking up with somebody, it's like a one night stand or whatever. I'm not taking the wig off. Well, I don't have a wig right now, but like when I wear wigs, I'm not taking that off. I'm not taking the lashes off.
Right.
But like, if it's been a couple of dates and it's been like a couple of months, you get to see Nasty Nicole.
Ooh, I want to see Nasty Nicole.
I mean, it's not that different than this. It's just my skin isn't as clear as it is now and I'm not as glowy.
You look beautiful.
Hey, thank you. Wait, what are you looking for in a partner?
Well, I'm looking for someone who doesn't want to murder me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking, I think, for dual citizenship. So somebody that can provide a new passport.
Oh.
Yes.
What country would you like to go to?
London.
London.
Get the London.
Is it because
darling.
they already speak English?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
And I just go up, the trans rights are still, they're not great over there, but they've got theater.
They do.
They've got musicals. They've got Wicked.
They do.
They've got Wicked with British accents. And they go to
love
uni, not
how
college.
Much you like Wicked.
Well, that's, I think, at the end of the day, like, I went viral online, but I'm just trying to do musicals.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I want. What musical would you be in, do you think?
Ooh, what musical would I be in? I really love Caroline or Change. Let me talk to the oven.
Okay, that's a good pick.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's a great musical.
Proud of you.
Thank you. I'm not a musical girly, but I like plays. I like live theater. So is Wicked your top one?
It's not my top. Actually, The Color Purple, but specifically starring Cynthia Erivo.
Mm-hmm.
I want that contingency because I did have sex with my ex-boyfriend after we were already broken up, but we had tickets to it because it was that powerful. Was not supposed to have sex with him again.
So, okay, you broke up.
We broke up, but
we have tickets to see The Color Purple. So you went
and
saw The Color Purple.
It was so moved
that you were
that we went back to his trundle. And
his trundle?
Well, no, the one that what's the one that folds out of the wall?
Oh, a log. No, a log? Is that what I just said?
No, it's the
it's a Murphy bed.
A Murphy bed. Cynthia Erivo got me back in that fucking Murphy bed. And it was actually really sweet.
Oh, that's nice.
Two bottoms don't make a top, though.
No.
They don't.
No.
That's what's tricky for gay people.
Yeah, you got to find which key fits in the hole. Or what hole fits in the key.
Yeah, or which hole fits in the hole.
But also, I think two bottoms could navigate it. Toys?
I don't want to figure it out.
You don't want toys?
I like... No, I can't be a trans person saying, I like toys.
Why?
Because, honey, they say we're trying to infantilize ourselves. And, they're tricky out here.
Who says that?
The far right. Where have you been?
Listen, not listening to them. I find it to be very exhausting.
We cannot get this. Nicole, I am not going to get you getting me to say, I like toys. This is the end of Dylan Mulvaney.
Wait, I don't. Hold on, we have to take a break.
I am dressed like a Victorian child, I will say.
Okay, I need to be real with you for a sec. Bras and underwear, they've always been a struggle. Like, why does every other one dig into your shoulders or it feels like it's barely there? And don't get me started on the underwears that feel like they're punishing you for having the boobies. But then I tried the Fits Everybody collection from Skims. And girl, it's the first time I've worn something that actually fits and doesn't make me want to rip it off by noon. I'm obsessed with their wired plunge bra. It gives this perfect lift. Like my girls, they look amazing. But it's so soft and lightweight, I forget that I'm wearing it. I've worn it to record this podcast, run errands, and just even to lounge. And zero stabbing, zero. And the underwear, the thongs changed my whole mindset. I used to hate thongs. They always felt like they were cutting into me and making my butt go, ow! But the fabric is so buttery. Like I put one on this morning and literally I forgot that it was there. No adjusting, no tugging, just comfort. Everyone should experience this level of comfort in their life. Shop Skims Fits Everybody collection at skims.com and in the Skims store. Available in sizes from extra, extra small to 4X. After you place your order, be sure to let them know I sent you. Select podcast in the survey and be sure to select my show in the drop-down menu that follows. Ugh, adulting can be a lot. Work, emails, errands, and that endless to-do list in your head, it's enough to make anyone crave an escape. What if I told you there's an app that lets you trade all that noise for spicy stories that make you feel like you're living inside a romance novel? Meet Dipsea, the female-founded app for immersive audiobooks made by women for the female gaze. Okay, picture this. Over 1,000 steamy stories crafted by pro writers and voiced by top-tier narrators. Want a rugged cowboy or whispering sweet nothings? A Scottish sailor with an accent that melts your AirPods? Or maybe a very modern Mr. Darcy, reimagined in ways Jane Austen never saw coming. Dipsea's got you covered. And honey, oh, the variety. Chef's kiss. Whether you're into historical slow burns, dark romances, sports rom-coms, or sapphic fantasies, there's a story here to make your commute or couch time way more interesting. New chapters drop every week, so your playlist never gets stale. And right now, listeners of this show can get an extended 30-day free trial. Just go to dipseastories.com/dateme to start your free trial. That's DIPSEA stories.com/dateme for 30 days of full access for free. Visit dipseastories.com/dateme. And we're back. You are dressed as a Victorian. Wait, the far right thinks trans people infantilize themselves?
Yes, we're indoctrinating their children, yada, yada, yada.
Oh, I see. That's wild to me. I've never tried to teach a child anything.
Oh my God. I only like 59-year-old like people
there we go.
For sex. So I just think that that's the last thing that is on the trans agenda.
I just also think it's funny to call it a trans agenda, as if all the trans people got together and they're like, all right, here, meetings in session.
No.
What is the notes?
We're never on time.
No.
So I just don't know when any of that agenda would get finished, let alone started.
Tell me about starting your Girlhood series. What inspired that? Were you just like, I don't know, I want to make some TikToks?
I was doing stand-up in LA after Book of Mormon. I started transitioning. I was using they, them pronouns. And I found out that you could tell the same jokes instead of to like 7 people in a backyard in Los Feliz. I could tell them to many more people on the internet.
Ah, yes.
And you can relate a little bit.
I mean, the internet is a very vast, deep thing that I don't even know where it is. Isn't it crazy? We're all on a thing that we don't know where it's at.
Hello.
Where's the internet? People are watching this on the internet.
That's the craziest part.
You open up a computer and the internet's inside. It's crazy.
I love it. So I was, really trying to figure out how to come out on the internet for a third time. Because, I had come out as gay. Then I had come out as non-binary. I just thought, we got to wrap this up. So I made what I thought was going to be a funny video, day one of being a girl.
Yes.
And some people took it very seriously and it went very viral. And there was sort of 50-50 split here. We had the women who liked what I was putting out there and then the ones that not so much, which I found out are called TERFs. I didn't know what that was.
And that's an acronym.
Trans Exclusionary Radical Feminist. Wow.
I was going to start with trees.
And they say I'm not an activist.
I had no idea what it meant.
That is so amazing. I feel really safe here. This is a TERF-free zone. Like, we don't even know what they are at the HeadGum studio.
Here's the thing. I think TERFs and people who don't like trans people, I'm like, what did a trans person do to you?
You live on a gay cruise because none of them knew what a TERF was either. Truly, we need to get you out there next week.
I will go on a gay cruise.
I'd go with you.
I'm a liar. I'm not trying to get on a big ship to be in the middle of the ocean.
You don't fuck with that?
No. What if we get stuck there?
Good.
And then there was like, right before COVID or during COVID, there was like a ship where there was like poop and shit.
Well, the gay cruise.
Yeah, but that's by choice.
That's different.
But I just don't want to get stuck out there. That seems like a bad time.
Okay, that's fair. No.
And honestly, I don't think my ancestors want to see that from me.
They don't want you on the boat?
On a big ship in the middle of the ocean that I chose to be on? I think my ancestors are like, nuh-uh, girl, get back to land.
Get you off that ship. And then, so no TERFs are on the water. And then I just kind of kept, because I hated seeing people be mad at me in my comments. I'm such a people pleaser that I started making more videos to be like, I have to show them like other sides to myself. And then it just kind of was this happy accident. And some people really liked it. Some people didn't. And I think then, BeerGate happened. You hear that? You might know.
I know about BeerGate. BeerGate was
honey.
And you just did an ad?
We don't say that word.
We don't say
no, we bleep that part out.
Okay, can you with
Thank you. Burp burp burp. Yes, I did that. That's part of the story that I tell in my book is a little bit of like how Dylan got her groove back after BeerGate.
I mean, that's tough.
That was rough, girl.
I simply can't imagine like the amount of people who were like, oh, I have an opinion. I can't imagine.
There is a trend to shoot at beer cans with a machine gun in my name. This one's for you, Dylan Mulvaney.
Scary. But on the other hand, funny. You're shooting beer? You're shooting cans of beer. Good beer that you could use to get drunk and you could go to a bar and like rant about trans people. You're going to shoot it up?
Yeah, for me.
Wild.
For the girl in the Amish
feel?
Dress. Not great, Nicole.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Yeah, I would say that there was some suicidal ideation.
Oh, no.
There was some dissociation. There was some ayahuasca that was taken.
That's fun. Get high.
Yeah. Oh, honey. That was I'm a quick fix kind of person. And when this shit went down, I was like, okay, this seems like it's going to last longer than a week. So I'm going to go down to Peru. I'm going to throw up and shit for many times. And it fixed everything.
Yeah?
No.
Oh.
But some of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Would you ever go down there and do that?
Yeah, I'll do drugs anywhere. Yeah, I like having fun.
Me too.
I really never say no to like a new experience because why not? Like one of the most fun times I've ever had was taking mushrooms in Mexico and laughing at an ATM because I said money's in there.
Who were you with?
I was with two of my best friends, Honk and maybe we should bleep their names. Maybe they don't want
to be on mushrooms.
Yeah, can you bleep that with Honk?
Sure.
Thank you.
Perfect.
The best part is the honk will happen before. And then later I'll go, can you believe that with a honk?
And then they're like, and then it tracks.
And like,
I get how this show works now. I like it.
We're just having fun.
Hey.
So yeah, okay. So you go to Peru, you do a little ayahuasca.
I go to Peru, I do the ayahuasca.
You come back.
I dye my hair blonde.
Okay.
And then I become the kissing bandit.
Ooh, what does that mean?
It means that I would go to a bar called Davy Wayne's in Hollywood. I'd walk through a fake fridge.
The refrigerator door.
You know it. And I would point at any random sort of Eastern European man to walk over. And he'd say, would you like to dance? And I would say, I would love to dance. And that was a chorus line reference. Thank you.
That was sorry.
There we go. Keep up. And I would just make out with these men. They'd try to take me home. I'd say no. And I would get my fill. And then I would keep doing it over and over again until it's still not fully out of my system.
No.
I love kissing.
Kissing's fun. Kissing's delightful.
I know.
Kissing's so like sensual. And like nothing else has to happen. It's just sometimes it's really just fun to kiss.
I love it. I love kissing.
Wait, I do want to talk a little bit more about how you got your groove back because I'm not like a overtly positive person, but I do see the like good side of things. And safety aside, that many people hating you, I think is kind of iconic. Like, I went to the Bahamas and talked about it on Kimmel, and then the whole island nation decided to band together to be so mean to me.
I
was getting the meanest comments.
About what?
They were like, it's your fault. One lady called me Peppa the Pig Slut, which is funny. But I just talked about all the things that went bad. And it wasn't the people there or like, and then I said that there was ugly people at Atlantis.
Yep.
I just meant the white sunburnt people. And I wasn't talking about my people.
But they came for you.
They really did. But then I was like, that's iconic. I made so many people mad.
It is like, I mean, we did something. We did something. And I think like maybe I'll look back on it in a number of years and be like, wow, that was iconic. I think maybe the level of transphobia that's still existing that potentially because of what happened is a little trickier.
Yeah.
But I think the fact that I'm still kicking, baby,
That's nice.
it's pretty good.
That's nice.
It's pretty good.
But also, it's like hatred that was not sent the right way.
Honey.
Do you know what I mean? It's like
I kept being like, did I just get canceled? Like
yeah.
And then I was like, but I didn't do anything
you
wrong.
I
drank
signed a deal memo
beer
and you got paid to do an ad, and then people got mad at you as opposed to just or the beer.
Can we bleep that with this is my favorite show.
It's like when someone cheats and they're mad at the girl instead of the dude. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that is, well, honestly, that is the most like woman thing to happen to me. Like the way that they treated me was obviously how they would treat a woman. Let's just say if they actually saw me as a man, it would have went down very differently.
Yeah. Of course it would have.
Yeah.
What is it? The Scarlet A? Did you feel like that? Did you feel like you had a Scarlet A on you?
Oh my, well, and then I thought I had to be a bad girl. Like that's where I was talking about like serving cunt. Like I was like, well, I guess it can't be palatable anymore. Like no more, Audrey Hepburn, Mary Tyler Moore. And so I threw on my little, Mugler sunglasses and a little thong. And I tried really hard. I tried so hard, but it's
not you.
No.
It's not you.
No. Fun for like the brat, going to the sweat tour. Like, love that.
Did you go?
Oh, that was the best concert of my life. Did you go?
No.
See, we got
Sadly, I didn't. And I did want to go because Brat was a great album. I listened to it on repeat for a very long time.
I've never danced harder in my life.
Ugh. What a dream.
But then I think there are like my favorite dolls, like Alex Kinsani, Hunter Schafer, like they serve cunt. I serve like, hey. Like
I think there's different versions of cunt. I think this is pretty cunty.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
It's a look. I think a look is cunty.
Sick Victorian rich child is cunty.
You look like Samantha from the American Girl dolls.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow.
I loved Samantha. I thought she was so cunty with that little plaid dress.
That's actually really funny. I was for my book tour. I was like, what if I dressed up as different dolls? Like, and then, but then you realize most of their outfits are horrendous and very difficult to recreate.
Yeah. Kirsten wasn't serving cunt.
No.
She was serving poor.
Cynthia on Rugrats, not serving.
No.
Well,
No.
High fashion in some ways.
Wait, tell me about writing your book. Was it hard?
Hardest thing I've ever done.
Yeah, I wrote a book. It's filled mostly with pictures.
Oh, good. I've got drawings in mine. Mine have doodles. And just in case, if they're like, if they don't like the words, you got to give them something else.
You got to look at some doodles.
And I already overshare so much online that I was like, if people are going to pay $28 for this thing, it's got to be good. So I talk about sex and relationships, my family, recovering from BeerGate, all of the above. And so I do think I made it worth it for them. But honey, that was a hard write.
Yeah, it's tough. And then they give you a page count and then you look at the bottom of Microsoft Word and you're like, I'm nowhere close to that page count.
Oh, and I think I was maybe a year and a half late on my deadline.
Oh. But that's pretty late.
I will say a BeerGate scandal does help that situation.
Yes, to be like,
that maybe the one positive is me going, yeah, I think I'm gonna need a little more time on that book. But them realizing they're like, oh, we just got a little more bang for our buck because they got all of that when they didn't know they were gonna.
Yeah, you used BeerGate how I used my parents' death in high school. Well, my mom died when I was in high school. My dad died a little bit later, but yeah, I bring it up still. I'll be like, my parents are dead, please.
So true. That it does help.
And people are like, oh, I don't know what to say. I guess you can have more time.
I know. I just don't want to ever be pity fucked for bringing down a beer company. Do you know what I mean?
Why not?
I don't know.
Be like,
I think I need to find someone whose kink is like a polarizing trans woman who can't shut her fucking mouth.
I feel like it should be easy for you to find somebody.
There's someone for everyone.
There is somebody for everybody. What exactly? Okay, so you want somebody with dual citizenship.
Yep, I like taller.
Ideally, okay, taller.
Could be any gender, but I like masculinity.
Okay.
I really, you know who I actually do really like? This is a niche one.
Oh.
Do you know who
Honk
is?
No.
Okay. He is, he looks like he kind of has like spider fingers and probably journals in the morning.
Oh.
Do you know the men that look like they wake up at 5 a.m., like kind of like refreshed, but also still tired. And then they have their tiny little espresso and then they journal and then maybe eat you out. Like that's what he's giving.
That's so niche.
Yeah.
That's so niche. someone with spider fingers.
I did
so
just
that's
realize
long
we
fingers,
we cannot
teeny,
include
tiny
his name.
espresso.
I just realized that's my friend. And I was like, oh no, that'd be bad.
Okay.
So my type is a man that has long spider fingers that probably plays the piano, journals right when he wakes up, sips his little espresso, and when you open your eyes, he starts eating you out.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's like,
as soon as you open your eyes, like there's no time to say good morning.
It's like,
oh, it's sunny
and
out.
like it's
what
like,
time
and, no,
is
and then he
it?
goes, shh, 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 shh.
He shushes me.
Yeah, and then he puts on, "Have I found you, flyless bird," from Twilight.
I've never seen Twilight.
Oh my! I walk off.
Dylan, I've never
literally
seen a
walk off
lot
the
of
set.
things. What's your favorite movie? Let's see if I've seen it.
Oh, Breakfast at Tiffany's?
Nope.
What the fuck?
Sorry.
What's your favorite movie?
Ghost.
Well, there we go. Guess we're equal.
Have you seen
See you tomorrow night. I'm going on your Valentine's date, bitch.
Please come.
Throuple.
Be at the Americana.
You ever into a throuple situation?
I've never, no, because that would entail like having somebody and then meeting a third person. And it's been hard enough for me to find that one person.
Funny story for me. I often feel like I can't find one, and then there's multiple come at one time. And then I end up fucking it up because I was trying to play the field.
Well, I've been propositioned before.
Hot.
I used to do meet and greets. After shows and stuff. I simply can't now. I'm just getting too old to like be friendly for an hour.
You're like, I can't make you laugh and hug you.
It's a lot. And I've had people be like, oh, you must hate this. I'm like, no, I don't hate it. It's just draining. It's like an hour of stand-up, an hour of meeting people, and then I don't want anyone to have a bad time. And I'm not being disingenuous. I'm like genuinely happy to meet people, but then to do another hour after,
right?
That's like, and then another meet and greet. That's 4 hours of like, giving it your all.
I have a feeling that the people I'm meeting on my book tour are not propositioning me for
they might.
threesome. It's a lot of moms. Yeah.
Moms get fucking freaky. You don't know.
That's fair. Okay. I'm excited now.
Is your audience, your fan base, it's moms?
We've got moms. We've got a lot of Gen Zers, honey.
Oh.
Many, the young people. I'm 28. I'm on that millennial cusp. But they've taken me as their own. I've got some gay men out there. Not a whole lot of Republicans. I think that's where we suffer a bit is in the analytics. And my social media manager says we got to put some stuff out there to get those people over here.
What do you think you could put out to get people from the right on your side?
Boy drag? I don't know. That would confuse them to the point where they actually might follow me because they think that I've detransitioned. But it's so meta.
Because there was a person online who was I think parodying you.
Oh, honey.
And
yes.
I was so confused for the longest time.
Of like what's happening?
And then he was like, no, I'm not. I'm transitioning back to a man and now I'm transitioning to be black. And I was like, wait,
we lost the plot.
I was like, sir?
Well, and then it was really funny because this man did this for a really long time.
Long enough that I was like, I think he likes being in a dress.
And then when he like dropped the big bomb, everyone's like, yeah. Like, but in a way that did not like land, I think, the way that I was like, honey, that must have been exhausting. Talk about commit to the bit.
But that also, I was like, wow, the community, the allies, the gays, LGBTQIA+, what a nice community, because everybody was like, oh, well, I mean, I guess if that's your truth.
Well, and then I remember, I think he was like, well, it was crazy how many people like supported me in the comments and were like trying to tell me that I was okay. And I was like, yeah,
because people are supportive.
Yeah, like, can you believe it?
Feels wild.
We live in some and the internet's only making it crazier.
The internet.
That's why we have to write books.
Yes, because the internet, we don't know where she is, but she's crazy.
Get this. I write in there. I was like, I hope the words
I write in there.
I write in there. I write in there. With my hand. I said, I hope the words on this page last longer than the videos on my TikTok account. Then TikTok gets fucking deleted before the book comes out.
But for what, 24 hours, 23
I thought I was writing like Romeo and Juliet being like, when this app inevitably leaves us in 100 years. No, bitch, it left and we might have 90 days if we're lucky. So I was like, wow, this is either going to be like a nostalgia read where I reference TikTok multiple times, or people are going to be like, we don't know what that is. That's Vine now. Shit.
That's very funny.
Thank you.
What did you do when it was gone for a day?
Well, I made one of those posts. Thank you so much. I got real earnest. And are you an earnest person?
Sometimes, but not on the internet because I don't know where it is. So why be earnest on it? But no, I did not think TikTok was going to forever be gone.
Oh my God. It was like, when somebody loved me, everything was beautiful. I went Sarah McLachlan, Toy Story 2 on that bitch. And I made a video that was so fucking pure-hearted that I kind of can't watch it because it's so embarrassing. And I have gotten a bit more cynical since BeerGate.
Sure.
But there was something still in me because I was like, and I was kind of excited because I was like, that TikTok's a lot to fuel the fire. They say you need to be posting every day, you need to be putting more out there. That's too much.
It's a lot.
So I was kind of happy to have a little reprieve
for
and
23
then find
hours.
some Instagram reels. But I really think that TikTok is going to be around somehow.
I think so.
She's strong.
She's gonna keep on ticking and talking.
She's gonna. Do you like scrolling on there?
No.
Oh wow.
No, TikTok doesn't give me the dopamine I want because so my phone's not in dark mode. Is your phone in dark mode?
What does that mean?
Your phone's just darker?
No.
Okay.
But
you know how
do you want me to put it in dark mode?
No.
I will.
You don't have to.
I'm a submissive person.
Are you?
Very.
So you're looking for like an aggressive top.
Yes.
Okay.
That was a wave for our listeners out there to the camera down
they
the barrel.
felt it.
They
heard the wave. They were like, whoa, a gust of wind.
You don't get dopamine? Do you get dopamine from telling trans girls to put their phone on dark mode?
That's how I get my dopamine. No, my phone's in light mode and Instagram is light. It's like, it has a white background. And TikTok has like a black background. So it's not making me happy.
Oh, I go into a hole. I go in that hole and I stay there. 7 hours a night.
7 hours?
Scrolling. Love it.
Really?
Yes.
I've been trying to put my phone down at night and read.
Oh, that's good.
I'm reading Julia, oh God, what is her last name? Uncut Gems.
Oh, Julia Fox.
Yes, I'm reading her autobiography right now.
Uncut Gems.
That
was crazy.
I love her so much.
She's amazing.
She's serving cunt all the time.
That is someone who is active. That's
she's
the purest
a great time.
form of cunt.
Ugh, and her book is so fun.
I love the way that she lives her life.
Me
too. I'm actually very attracted to her. And this is the first time. That's a podcast exclusive.
Ooh,
that's a woman that I would like to kiss.
Put it out there.
Yeah, we follow each other and hey,
maybe
Julie.
something will happen.
Could you imagine?
That would be fun.
It'd be hot.
That would be, I think, a good couple.
I think so. We got kind of that sugar and spice thing going on. It's kind of like that.
Oh, you're sugar, she's spice. I got it.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It took me a hot second. I was like, who's spicy?
Yeah.
Do you date women?
Only briefly, and I would. I'm a little more specific, I think, when it comes to a woman because I don't care about how I work with men when I go into a duel. But I am very thoughtful of like I wouldn't want to like go out with a woman if I didn't really think that there was some great chemistry there. Because I'm more mindful of their time.
That's honestly very, very funny. You're like, men, I actually don't give a shit if I waste your time, but a woman, I simply couldn't.
Right?
I truly love that. What a dream.
But I do end up with you ever heard of what a chaser is?
Yes.
Okay, transchaser.
Yes.
So they've gotten smarter. They're trying to outsmart us. Is what I'm trying to say.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like
How do you know when someone's a chaser?
Well, girl, if I can get their Instagram page, I've got 4 doll friends that have already liked the 3rd photo. I can pretty much confirm what's going on here.
Okay.
But some of them have gotten really smart. Like they've won't always give me their Instagram handles, so then I have to feel it out in other ways. And I was at in the Edinburgh Fringe last year. And I was listening to Ricky Lindholm's interview with you, and she's over there. Love her. And I went home with the guy, And I kind of felt like Miranda in the he kept sticking his butt up in my face, and I was like, I don't want to do that. And then all of a sudden it's, my last girlfriend was trans, and I was like, funny how you left that out before we left the bar.
But I will say, as long as you're not being fetishized,
so hard to tell these days.
It is hard to tell, but someone who loves trans women doesn't have any like ill will, or like it's not like scratching an itch. They're just like, that's what I'm attracted to. Do you find that to be bad?
I think that's a loaded one, Nicole.
It is kind of hard.
Nicole, that is a loaded question.
I'm sorry.
And I, Dylan Mulvaney, do not know how to answer it.
It is tough because it's the same thing. Well, it's not the same thing being fat. Maybe it's the same thing being black. I don't know. Like, I'll ask people I date, I'm like, have you dated a black woman before? And if their eyes like gloss over and they're like, oh, okay. I love a Hershey kiss. Then I'm like, that's not for me. But if they're like, oh yeah, I've dated a couple, and it's like normal.
I almost would like oh yeah, I've dated one or two, but there seems to be a string of offenses in their past, and I think often it like links back to something else that maybe they're going through. And I think straight men are really interesting. Did you know that?
Straight men are a mystery to me.
The more I see of them, the less I get it. And it's tricky. I'm not as fun as I thought it was going to be.
Oh, you thought straight men were fun?
I don't know what I thought.
I would say 2% are fun. The rest of them, sick in the head.
No one's home.
Not right.
No one's home.
They're not okay. Like,
don't know how to ask a question.
No. And I've had friends who've dated straight men where like we're all friends or whatever, and they'll be like, oh, I saw so and so, and I'll be like, oh, how are they? And they're like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, but didn't you play video games with them like all night 2 nights ago? And it's like, yeah, but we were playing, so we didn't really talk. And I'm like, and some straight men do talk. Oh my God, there's this Instagram video of
straight men talking.
Yes, I think it's called like Wild Wednesdays. I'm getting it wrong, but it's like a group of straight men who make videos updating their friends on their life, and then they send it to each other, and it's really cute.
That's really sweet.
And I was like, more straight men should do that.
Healing.
Talk to your friends. Talk to
them.
Anybody.
Look at us right now.
We're having a nice time.
We're fucking talking.
I dated this one guy who didn't have a friend in the world. He had maybe one friend.
What if he's watching?
I don't give a shit. Still don't got no friends on
That's
YouTube.
My man. That's my man now.
Not a friend. Maybe one. Maybe half a friend. But he would tell me all of his thoughts, all of his feelings, and then all of his grievances with the relationship we were trying to have. And I was like, you gotta get a friend or a therapist. If you can't get a free friend, you gotta pay a friend.
Pay a friend. I love paying friends.
I love my therapist.
I know.
That bitch is one of my very good friends.
I love it.
This show is sponsored by Betterhelp. We all need a support system, whether it's friends, family, or tools that help us navigate life's challenges. In a society that glorifies hyper-independence, it's easy to forget that we're all better when we have a support system behind us. For me, therapy has been absolutely essential. It's not just for major crisis. It's for helping me with just, everyday things like learning to set boundaries or understanding patterns in my relationships. The thing is, therapy shouldn't feel intimidating or out of reach, and that's why I want to talk about BetterHelp. It's online therapy designed to fit in your life, not the other way around. You don't have to rearrange your schedule or commute to an office. Just connect with a licensed therapist from your couch, your car, or even during your lunch break. BetterHelp has over 30,000 therapists specializing in everything from anxiety and relationships to career stress and personal growth. And if your first match isn't right, you can switch therapists anytime, no extra cost. Honestly, that is important. Finding a good therapist is a lot like dating. So honestly, you truly just have to take the time to make sure that that therapist is the right one for you. It's all about finding what works for you. So build your support system with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/dateme today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/dateme. Let's talk about something real for a minute. A lot of us struggle with food and our bodies in a way that aren't always obvious. Maybe you're stuck in a cycle of strict diets, or you feel out of control about food. Maybe exercise feels like a punishment, or how you see yourself in the mirror takes up way too much headspace. Those thoughts and habits can take over your life, but they don't have to. You don't have to live like that. That's why I want to tell you about Equip. Equip is a virtual evidence-based eating disorder treatment program that helps you heal your relationship with food and your body from the comfort of your home. Equip provides you with access to a team of experts that can include a therapist, dietitian, medical provider, and a mentor who knows exactly what you're going through. No one-size-fits-all stuff here. Equip works with your life, your identity, and what you need. And the best part? They're covered by insurance. There's no wait list, and they help people of all ages. No more jumping through hoops, just real support right now. If this resonates with you, just even a little, check it out. To learn more about Equip's virtual eating disorder treatment, visit equip.health/dateme. That's equip.health/dateme. Your relationship with yourself matters the most. Take the first step. You're worth it.
I'll even pay my real friends sometimes. What? Well, now I'm in a place where I can like bring some of my friends on trips.
Oh, that's nice.
And yeah, but it's you know, you got to keep up. You got to keep their attention.
Did you and one of your friends go on a trip where you fucked the same person?
Oh, you know what? I think we're okay. Because I fucked my neighbor that my best friend Lily also was in a relationship with. Mm-hmm. But that was my neighbor. I don't know if we were
okay.
Okay, was I on a trip?
No, I might have misread my notes from Lindsay, my assistant.
No, I'm interested because there is a world where did I have sex with someone the same time I had sex with her?
An older Irishman while you were abroad.
Oh, honey. None of my friends better fuck that man because that was mine. And that was just the happiest romance of my life. I was backpacking through Europe, but by backpacking I meant I had 3 full giant suitcases.
Sure, I get
and
that.
it was the year before senior year of college. And it was my last city. Lily was on that trip with me until Ireland. Then I was there by myself. There we go. Hi, Lily. So then I went to a gay bar and I was so fucked up from the Guinness factory because everyone kept giving me their tickets for free drinks. You been?
Ireland, they like to drink.
Oh, are you Irish at all?
Am I Irish? Yes.
I'm a Mulvaney. We're from the north. I'm
of the Reds from the Shawshank Redemption.
I was picking up on that. And
Morgan Freeman.
And then I got so fucked up, and then I spent all my money on a river dance ticket, and I fell asleep. And then I Googled gay bar. That's what you do. And I show up, and I infiltrated a bachelorette party at first. And then there's always the hot group of guys, in a club. And this one, I was like in little overalls, and he walked over. Oh my God, this is so full circle. Are you ready?
What just happened? I'm not in your head.
Oh, I have chills up my spine.
Okay.
I knew I liked you. So this man walks over and he goes, "Are you in Wicked?" And I go, "What?" And he goes, "Are you in the cast of Wicked that's touring in Dublin?" And I said, "No." And he goes, "But you're an actor, aren't you?" And I said, "Yes." And he goes, "American?" And I was like, "Yes, how'd you know?" And in that moment, and then he goes, "Are you ready?" He goes, "What are you doing tomorrow?" And I go, "I'm going to the Cliffs of Moher." And he goes, "What if I take you?" And oh my God, my mom would have killed me if she knew that I was going to the Cliffs of Moher with a random man that I just met in a gay bar. And it turned into 7 days of the best love affair I've ever had. Ended up to being semi distant royalty, Irish royalty.
Oh.
Which in my head, Prince of England.
Yeah.
And then
or Ireland.
Yeah. If they had, I don't think they have royals anymore. They nixed those.
Oh.
We can have nice things. And then for a few days we just hung out, and it was so I thought we were just friends. I'm not trying to force my twink self on this man.
Yes.
It's not for everyone. And then on the 4th day, I had, oh my God. Then we go back to the same gay bar, and I get into a dance battle it was one of those drag queens being like, "Dance battle." And so it's me up there doing my Cathedral Catholic Dance Team audition dance. That's the only dance I know. And I did not make the team. And I'm doing the dance. Nobody knows what I'm feeling inside. And then a member of the cast of Wicked is the other person dancing and we're going back and forth and I'm about to throw up because I wasn't used to dancing so often. I could really only do that one dance. And then this random girl comes in. She sweeps the competition. Neither me or the wicked guy win. I go to the bathroom, puke. I come downstairs and the Irish prince goes, "Can I kiss you?" And I was like, "Now?" And he was like, "Yeah, I just didn't know if you were into me. And I wanted to like be patient with you." And I was like, "Honey, time's a ticking."
Yeah.
And so we hook up, and then are you ready for this?
Yes.
It's the last day. It's day 6. We've been going to little carnivals and on walks along the Seine. And not the Seine. Hello? Help, mom, pick me up. And on the last day, I was like, "Pick me up. I'm in this park looking at deer," as you do in Dublin.
Sure.
And he picks me up with one of those cars that has the doors that go like
A Tesla?
No. Oh, honey. God, I wouldn't be telling that
A Lamborghini?
story. Like wings on the wings of a prayer. And I'm like, "What the fuck? Whose car is this?" And he was like, "My family's." And I'm like, "Who's your family?" The fucking kind of royals. And takes me to the Beyonce restaurant where Beyonce ate when she was in Dublin.
Okay.
Who knows?
Okay.
But she does.
Yes.
And buys the entire menu, $800 bottle of wine, had been pretending to be poor the entire week until the last day.
He reversed Aladdin to you.
Reversed Aladdin.
Yes.
And it was, can you imagine having sex with someone that you just found out is actually rich?
Yeah, that's lovely.
It was, I had already settled for what I was working with. Like I saw our life.
Wait, why didn't this continue?
Well.
This man wined and dined you and took you all over?
I think it was the brother.
The brother? You met his family?
I've said too much. I don't know if there's any sort of Irish mafia or what.
There is.
But honey, I've lived through a lot of things, including some crazy conservatives shooting at beer cans. I am not going down because of the Irish royalty.
I want this to work out. This seems so mad. How long ago was this?
Actually, okay, full circle.
I love how many circles you've drawn.
That was about 7 years ago.
Okay.
So then last year we did get dinner when he was in Los Angeles. And he is still
single?
A gay man.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, you met him pre-transition.
Yes, queen.
I see. Okay. All right. But love conquers all.
I know.
I have a question.
Talk to me.
This might be a weird question.
I love you.
Do you ever reminisce about the old Dylan?
I think I reminisce about how unhated I was once upon a time. I was very fun. I was a fun human, let me tell you that. But I think no, I wouldn't trade it for I love being me now. I'm so confident. I love my body. I love waking up and looking in the mirror and seeing who I want to see every day. But I do miss dating gay men. I had no idea how good I had it. And yeah, there is, I think maybe a bi king could be good if anyone's out there.
Yes, I think that's what you need. A bi king.
Do you have anyone for me?
A bisexual king?
Really think about it. Ages 27 to 69. Could live anywhere. I travel. I have a passport for now.
You know, I actually might.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I actually might.
Yeah.
I might have one.
Oh, that's all it takes. Famously, Shawn Mendes did tell me he knew 2 people. Oh, I can't say this. I can't say that. Well, I'm going to tell you, but Shawn, I was at a large dinner party and I was sitting next to Shawn Mendes and he was like, "Yeah, I know 2 guys that would be great for you." And then never, I'm still waiting to hear.
That's rude.
I'm waiting to hear back.
Well, maybe Shawn Mendes will be sitting at home watching this and going, "Oh, fuck, I forgot to send that text."
I forgot to, and he was the coolest guy. What a cool person.
Who's the most famous person you've met?
Oh, well, Lady Gaga's my friend.
What? How? What? How?
TikTok
how?
girl.
Oh my God, that's so nice.
That's what I love when internet really they bring us together. But I went to a dinner at her house and last year, and then we just hit it off. And I love. She was my pop diva. Who's your pop diva?
Beyonce. I do love Lady Gaga.
Who's the most famous person you've ever met?
Beyonce.
Really?
But like, it was at the MTV movie or video awards.
Honey, we'll take whatever we can get.
When Lemonade came out, and she just walked past me, and I was like, "Oh, you're a treat." And she went, "Thank you," and touched my shoulder, and I was like, "Oh, wow!" It was really nice.
Oh, that's like Oh, can I say? I'll say it. Fuck it. I couldn't come for a long time because my estrogen was down. Oh, you've got some estrogen stuff too, don't you?
I have estrogen.
You've got estrogen. Can I have some? And no,
the
on
way
the Ricky,
I said that very scared. I was like, I think I have.
Well, Ricky Lindholm and you were talking about some weird estrogen shit on the pod. I'm not crazy.
I have more testosterone.
Oh, same girl. So. But I was really struggling to feel good downstairs, and it was Beyonce's XO that was finally the thing that did it.
That's nice.
Your love is bright as ever.
That's really nice.
She does that for the community.
I'm happy that Beyonce made you come.
Yeah,
maybe you do need to date a woman.
Fuck.
If Beyonce is making you come all over the place,
drove across town in the rain to come sit down here and find something out about myself. The Mysteries of Girlhood.
I got
the sequel.
You just gotta fuck a lady. I don't know. Maybe
I gotta see Ghost.
Go see Ghost.
And maybe you have to see Wicked.
I won't. I didn't see the Barbie movie. I didn't see Oppenheimer. I really liked not being a part of the conversation.
Well, and you didn't know what a TERF was. And so I think that there are a few conversations, Nicole, that you are really a part of. So thank you for being an ally. And I'm going to see Ghosts for you. And you won't do the same for me.
I'll go see the play Wicked.
I'll go with you for a 14th
whatever reason,
time.
I just don't want to see it.
It's so good.
I can do it at home.
Just for Ari alone.
We got Wicked at home.
There we go. Oh my God.
Oh boy. Well, we do have to wrap it up. Do you have any advice for single people?
Oh God. Am I your girl for advice for single people? I would say know your worth. And that's what I think the one thing that's working in my favor. I'm only sleeping with and or going on dates with people who are worth it. Mm-hmm. And it's because I'm not looking elsewhere. I'm not going back. Mm-hmm. I can't. Unless I would for a gay man would be great. But I don't think that's in the cards anymore.
But it might be.
But then he's not gay.
What's a label?
Oh, you know what? Maybe.
What's a label?
Love is love.
Why are we labeling?
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
I refuse to label myself. I'll date
so true.
Anybody.
Oh my God.
I don't close the door to anybody.
So
I am
you think
dating a man right now, but I mean in the future, if we don't continue dating, what a funny way to phrase that. I don't know if I'm single again. I'm never gonna close a door. I don't know who I'm gonna love.
That's so true.
Like a body part's a body part.
Okay, your advice for me is to maybe date a woman or just date anyone.
Date anybody who sparks something in your soul. Do you know what I mean? Like someone who makes you feel really nice. You deserve to feel nice all the time.
Yeah, like Dolly Parton.
Yes, Dolly feels good all the time. I've met Dolly Parton.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
That's vision board shit.
She came to a sketch show I was doing at UCB.
No.
She came in full Dolly
has
makeup.
been to a UCB sketch show?
Yes, she has. She came to UCB Sunset, which doesn't exist anymore. She was wearing giant Dolly wig.
Who got her there?
Her titties were out. Her doctor's son was a writer on one of the teams, and she said that she had always wanted to see a show, so she picked that show to come to. And everyone came back, or someone came backstage and like, Dolly Parton's here. And we were all like, what? And I remember I did a sketch called Rhonda the Condom Keeper. I played a woman named Rhonda who had the key to the condom case. So she would ask you questions before you got your condoms because she was nosy. Mm-hmm. And then Dolly came backstage to talk to all of us and tell us that like we were funny. And she was like, I'd buy a condom from you. And I went, okay.
You're like,
I'm
that's
never
all.
Really starstruck, but I was like, I couldn't believe.
It's too much. What do you say to that
I said,
person?
Okay. She was so pretty. But we do have to wrap up because somebody else needs to hop into the studio.
That's hot.
Dylan, I have a query.
Would
you date me?
I trust you in a way that I think I would. Well, also,
I love the question mark at the end, and your face did a
well,
thing.
Because I'm nervous because I think you'd be like, well, I wouldn't with you. No, would you date me?
Yes, I think you're delightful.
Oh, really?
And your eyebrows are a great shape.
Debbie at Studio City Brows.
Debbie!
I don't think she's even taking new clients. It's that crazy.
Really?
But she fucking gets it. Also, we need to hook her up with someone. Also, you said I need to date a woman, and maybe it's you.
Maybe it
and
is.
maybe it's a throuple on Valentine's Day at Ghost the movie.
Maybe where we all hook up during the movie.
We go home and we rent Wicked.
You know what? Okay. I'll see Wicked if you come see Ghost. I'll come see. I'll see Wicked. Dancing through life, dancing. That's all I know of that song. I like that you shouted out your brow girl. I would also like to shout somebody out.
Yeah, give it to us.
It's called Bungee Fitness in Burbank. One of the worst places I've ever been in my whole life. I fucking hated it. I'll talk about it on another episode
were
too.
They jumping?
It's bungee fitness.
No.
And the instructor was terrible. And then at one point, I asked a clarifying question about the tension and the squatting and stuff. And then she looked around the classroom and she was like, and that's why it's important to not lie about your weight, and landed on me, and we made eye contact. And I was like, whoa, what? And my friend was there, and I looked at her because I was like, did I imagine that? And she went, no, that happened. And I was like, okay,
You're like,
Bungee Fitness in Burbank.
Okay. They're still doing that. Also, I love that when I was like, oh, we should shout someone out. I was like, my brow girl for beautiful brows. And you were like, this fucking bitch at Bungee Jump Fitness. And that's why I think we would work well together.
Yep. And then I got into a fight with the owner or the manager, who looked like she did her makeup in the dark. Bitch looked busted.
Yeah.
And I told her I didn't have a nice time. And then she got real defensive. And I was like, why are you defensive? And she was like, I'm defending myself. And I was like, context words, defensive, defend, same.
You were the
root.
only person on a bungee cord that did not vote for Trump. I promise you that I don't think a lot of Democrats are on the bungees.
How do you know I didn't vote for Trump? Anyway, if you like this episode,
she's a TERF. She's a fucking TERF.
Imagine
you brought me on the show. I mean, I did say 95 things that I do regret, and then also I was like, literally, like this was all to plot my demise. Like I wasn't created in a boardroom. You were actually created to bring me down.
Here's the thing.
Bring me down.
Get her! She's wicked!
She's trans!
Bring me down! Da, da, da.
Shooting your cans.
If you like this episode of Why Won't You Date Me, you can like it, you can rate it, you can subscribe. If you write me something nasty to whywontyoudatemepodcast@gmail.com, I'll read it. You got hit on me. Okay, this person writes, ooh, baby, I'm going to have you bouncing up and down on my dick like you were in a bouncy castle. Jump high enough and I'll come so hard I'll shoot you into space like putting Mentos in a soda can. That seems violent. Yippee-ki-yay. Get ready to ride. Yippee-ki-yay.
Well, did someone email that to you?
Yeah, to whywontyoudatemepodcast@gmail.com.
But what was that for? Is that a segment that you just did?
Oh, yeah, that's how I end it.
Oh,
we've come to the end.
This is it.
I didn't say that.
And so it's not like it's just a statement that someone wrote.
Yes, and they can write whatever they want.
I'm going to start writing.
One man or person, I don't know their gender, they wanted to flip me upside down and fill me with clam chowder, and that haunts me.
That was me. What if it's not you trying to bring me down, it's me trying to fill you up with clam chowder? It's getting fucking meta in here.
I would hate it so much.
I love clam chowder.
I don't like the consistency or the color of it.
I don't like vegetables.
Oh.
Or
what about broccoli? They look like little trees.
No, or fruit.
But if you put ranch on them, it looks like snow.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, it's a nice time.
Beautiful.
You don't like carrots?
No, I don't.
Crunch.
No. Or no meat, no vegetables, candy, pizza. Coke.
How are you thin?
I don't know. Now that should be the second book.
But then you'd have to figure out why you're thin.
And
then who's gonna figure it out?
I don't know. But maybe it's us together.
Okay. And then I'll figure out why I'm fat. Kidding. I know why. I'll eat anything. Did you know you can't heat up rice again? Anyway, we're
done.
Apparently you die. I don't know.
Do you want to ask Dylan what you'd like to promote?
Ah, shit. Dylan, I have a question.
Talk
a
to me.
query, if you will. Do you have anything you want to promote?
At this time, I would say probably my book Paper Doll that comes out on March 11th in stores. And I think it's pretty good. And I talk about sex on there. On there and in there.
Oh.
And around it.
Okay.
And other things too.
We didn't talk
Support
too much
trans
about
people.
sex.
She doesn't know what a TERF is.
Now I do.
So the least that your listeners
Now
could.
I do. TERF.
Yeah.
TR, trees, R, E, enough.
I know.
F
No.
for us.
That Ghost is not a Marvel movie.
No, it sure isn't. But you know what is? The Scarlet Witch. No, I don't know.
Oh,
That's just a character.
You know what? I'm glad.
Oh, here we go. In Endgame. That's a Marvel movie.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
Casey, do you know? Oh, we have to be
We gotta
done.
go.
I think somebody else has to be in this
Read
studio.
Paper Doll. Love you.
Okay, we did it. See you later. Bye-bye. Wait, did I ask the question? Do you have any? Yes, you.
That was a HeadGum podcast.